I'd rather them not smell like anything than like smell bad. Well, hi there! My name is Chad and welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing another My Little Pony themed video for the month of March because I'm doing what I'm calling My Little Pony March Madness. I'm having too much fun doing that. So, anyway, for today's video, I'm doing another unboxing and review for you guys. And I have some more of the My Little Pony recreations, but this time we're going to be looking at Generation 1. These are made by a company called Basic Fun. You can see here these are licensed by Hasbro, but they are made by Basic Fun. By the way, since this is an entire series, I'm just adding it to a big My Little Pony playlist, which I will be linking down in the description below if you want to check that out. So, let's go ahead and look at these. Now, these ponies right here are from the Unicorn and Pegasus collection, and you can see on the back all four of the characters. It comes with Surprise, Heartthrob, Gusty, and Sparkler, and I do actually have all four of them here. And then from the second Rainbow collection, I have Flutterbye here for you. So just decided to kind of throw that in as a little bonus. On the back here, it's got like a little blurb on each of them. Here it says, My Little Pony is celebrating generations in friendship and magical adventures with these authentic replicas from the 1980s. The Rainbow Ponies are loved and sought after for their sparkling cutie marks and rainbow colored hair, making them the perfect addition to any collection for fans of all ages. And, you know, I think that's really interesting because they do call their symbols cutie marks. So I guess cutie mark has just kind of been adapted into the pony universe. So even for G1s, they are, you know, they kind of like retroactively call them cutie mark instead of symbol or picture or whatever. So each of these ponies come with like a little comb. It looks like they have like a little comb there, and then they have this little puffy sticker. Except, I mean, I don't think the little puffy sticker is necessarily made to be able to re-stick. Oh, no, I think it is. You know what? So in my, the other collection, the other Rainbow collection, it was a big box and it had 5 of them in one, and it came with the one little puffy sticker, just like that. And, I pulled it out and it was like, it's glued to the plastic in here, but it wasn't a way I could peel it off and like re-stick it to something. So I think I threw it away thinking it was just like part of the packaging. But I'm looking at these and it's like, it's kind of hard to tell, but it looks like it's a puffy sticker on a piece of white like cardboard or something wrapped in saran wrap. And then that plastic wrap is what's glued to the plastic. So yeah, I think these are actually little stickers that they come with. On the back of these ones for the Pegasus and Unicorn box, it says something a little different. It says, My Little Pony is a pretty pony with long shiny hair. She likes you to comb her hair so it stays silky and soft. You can braid her hair and tie it in a ribbon too. All right, so really quick, I'm actually just gonna get each of these out of the box and I will be right back. All right, so here they are out of their boxes, and really quick, I just wanted to show you in the inside of the Rainbow Ponies box, like it's got some printed pictures here on the back, which I think is really cool. They have some of the other ponies that you're able to get in the collection, but what I love is they actually include like some of the sea ponies, and I'm like, please make recreations of the sea ponies. I think those were some of my favorite G1 ponies out there. They're hard to find, and when you do find them online for sale somewhere, they're really expensive. So, but they're my favorites, and I want to collect all of the sea ponies. So I'm just like, I hope this is a sign. But anyway, so this is on the back of her packaging, and on the back of the Unicorn and Pegasus collection, it's just like clouds, and like you can see like the dream castle back there. And then up here it does specifically say it includes a pony, a comb, a ribbon, and a sticker. So yes, these are stickers if you unwrap the plastic that they're in. And I just have all of their boxes stacked up here so that way I can show all of them to you at the same time. But let me just go ahead. I'm going to take these down so that way I have a little bit more room to work with. And I want to start showing you each of the ponies one by one. Okay, so starting off with Flutterbye. So here she is. Her hair is like these kind of pastel rainbow colors. And I left all their tails wrapped around their leg like this, just to keep it nice. She has a little bit of gel in her hair. I noticed that each of the rainbow ponies, even in the last ones that I got, they actually have gel in their mane, which doesn't make sense to me because it's like in that box and pulled back and like, you know, like stapled down and everything. So, and you can't even really see it. So, but I mean, whatever. So I'll probably have to rinse that out. Anyway, so here is her cutie mark. They're glittery. All these have glittery cutie marks, but I love the glitter on hers probably the most because it's like iridescent. It's kind of like this like coral color, but it's got this like bluish purple iridescence to it, and I really like that. Each of the ponies come with a ribbon. All of the original G1 ponies used to come with a ribbon and a comb. I think the ribbon was like separate and you had to tie it on yourself, but they were always like pictured with the ribbon on their tail like this. Also, this pony has articulation, so all of the recreations you can actually turn their head, which is a little strange because like if she wants to look the other way, she's like doing that just because she's like kind of, you know, posed like this. So there is like a definite spot where she's supposed to be. And I think all of the original My Little Ponies, their head was glued in place, so they didn't do that. And then each of the ponies came with a sticker, and this is like one of those puffy stickers that, you know, from like back in the 90s or in the 80s. And like I said, it's just kind of on a piece of paper here, and if you take off this plastic, then you'd be able to re-stick it somewhere. Also, each of the ponies came with a comb, and their comb matches the color of their ribbon. So next up is Surprise. Really quick, here is her comb. The Unicorn and Pegasus combs are like a crescent moon and stars, which I really like, and it's just kind of a mirrored image on the other side. And then here is her sticker. But here is Surprise. So she has this gorgeous like neon, like it is glowing. I mean, it's kind of glowing on the camera too, but like in person, it's like glowing almost. Her hair, I love this hair color. Also, the hair is really nice quality. This almost feels like OMG doll hair. This is really, really good quality nylon that they use. I think majority of ponies out there, at least from like G1, use nylon hair. I think that there are a few that might use other hair types, but they're more of like the gimmick ponies, and they might have different hair types because of whatever like gimmick they had, and it was like a hair play pony. But all of them use nylon, and this is a really good quality. The plastic that they're made out of is a little bit different. If you saw part 1 of my My Little Pony collection video, you'll know that I really like the smell of original G1 ponies, just because the vinyl that they use has a very distinct smell, and it's not a bad or off-putting smell. It's just the smell of the plastic they use, and it's very nostalgic to me. But these don't really smell like anything, which is good. I'd rather them not smell like anything than like smell bad. But they definitely use a different type of vinyl. But anyway, so here is her cutie mark. It is little glittery balloons. They're all like purple with the pink strings. This is actually the predecessor to Pinkie Pie. So Lauren Faust is her name, I think. Anyway, the creator of G4 of My Little Ponies, which is probably the generation that most people are actually familiar with. The character Pinkie Pie and her personality was based because the creator had these G1 My Little Ponies, and Surprise was one of them. And Pinkie Pie's personality, that bubbly, like effervescent you know, like all over the place party planner is the personality that she gave to her surprise. So yeah, it's kind of cool. If you watch the Toys That Made Us on Netflix, they actually go a lot more in depth with that, and she gives an interview and kind of explains it and shows where each of the main 6 characters got their personalities or where they came from. So anyway, so yeah, so that is Surprise. Next up, I have Sparkler, and I'm thinking that Sparkler might be my favorite with one exception, and I'll tell you why in a sec. She is just like really, really pretty, really high quality hair again, but like look at her hair. This purple part I thought was solid, but I got it out of the package and it's not solid. The purple is like a lavender and white strands, kind of like, it's like a lavender with white highlights, basically. And I just think it's really, really pretty. And she's kind of the only one right out of the box where her hair is like perfect as far as like the way that it's laying over the side. But anyway, so her cutie mark are these blue diamonds. Kind of reminds me of Rarity, but her name is Sparkler. So I'm wondering if that's supposed to be like a firework or something. I don't know. Here is her little sticker. And, you know, obviously each of the stickers just have a picture of the character with their name on it. Here is her comb. Of course, her comb matches her bow. It's white. And just like all the others, she can turn her head. I really like blue ponies, and purple's one of my favorite colors. So I really like, you know, I just really like that color combination. So, plus this like very vibrant, like, I don't know, what do you want to call this color? It's not really pink, and it's not really red, and it's not coral. It's like it's got a blue tone to it. I guess it's more of like a pink. It's probably like a fuchsia, the little extra stripe of color here. All right, so next up I think is my favorite, only because Gusty has been one of my grail ponies for a really long time, and I was lucky enough to find one at a decent price on eBay not too long ago, which I actually have here, so I'm going to be comparing them here in just a second. Here is Gusty's sticker. I really like this pose. I like this picture of Gusty. And here is her comb, which of course matches her little bow on the back here. Here is her cutie mark. It's just got these like, these are kind of, they look like maple leaves. I'm going to say they're maple leaves, and they're like a purple glitter. I'm really happy that, like, you know, all of these look pretty good as far as the paint. I'm not really seeing any defects on these for the most part. There's like small areas where some of the glitter isn't fully covering. Like if you look at some of the leaves on here, they look like they have little holes in them, or like spots where the glitter is kind of missing, like right here on this one. But I mean, it's not enough to be like a defect or ruin the pony's collectability for me. So overall, they're pretty good. Also, I don't think I said earlier, but each of these ponies were about $10. They were $9.99, and I found them at Target. I did not see them anywhere else. Like, I think they might have been Target exclusives. I'm not too sure about that. But I only found them at Target. And then they did start popping up on, like, Amazon later on. But I think they're from third-party sellers. I don't think they were officially being sold on Amazon. So they might be more expensive there. And I haven't seen these particular ones that I haven't seen them in stores for a while. So you may end up having, if you're wanting to pick these up, you may have to look online. So really quick, I did want to do a quick comparison. Now, I fully intend to clean up this Gusty. I just haven't had a chance to do it yet. But she is very, very yellowed because she is a white pony from the 80s, and it's been 35 years or however long. And, you know, over time, that can happen, especially if they're in the sun. But there's a huge difference as far as like color. You can see like she almost looks like she's supposed to be a yellow pony, because the only difference is like I'm wearing a yellow shirt, so like when next to my shirt she looks like a white pony, but when you put her next to this brand new, like, you know, completely white, stark white pony, she definitely kind of looks yellow. But anyway, so comparing the two of them, this Gusty's head does not turn like it's not supposed to anyway. It's actually glued down. Some of the glue is kind of coming up, but and that's okay, because I'm probably gonna take the head off to clean the inside of her anyway when I clean her up. Her streak of hair is smaller than the recreation. The recreation has a much larger patch of this fuchsia magenta. Oh, by the way, the streak of color for both of these is almost, I think it's identical. I think it's the same exact shade of nylon hair that they used for both of these. Anyway, so like the streak of hair is much smaller on this one, and it's the display side, or the side of the mane is opposite. So like her hair is going over this way. If I was to push her hair over this way, then her streak is kind of covered. So yeah, it's on the opposite side, which means that you kind of have to have her hair going over the other direction compared to this one. So it is kind of backwards. They are in the same pose, so as you can see. But what I'm noticing is this one, her body, the recreation, oh no, they're about the same. Oh, you know what's different? The cutie mark is different. So like if you notice, the recreation cutie mark is smaller. The original, the cutie mark takes up more real estate on the on her flank. So yeah, so the images are a little bit smaller. Because what I was looking at originally was, to me, it looked like the recreation had kind of like a thicker body, but that's actually not what's happening. It's the cutie mark is smaller, which is what made it look like that. Oh, that's so weird. But other than that, it looks like it looks like they're identical. It's the exact same mold that they used. So like they have the same face and everything. So I like that. That's good. That's a really good, that's, you know, just kind of showing how good of a recreation this is. You know, the fact that they look pretty much identical. So yeah, if you never got this back in the 80s, or if you want to pick one of these up, but you don't want to pay the price that people are charging on eBay for like the classic My Little Ponies, you know, getting one of the recreations, they're less expensive and you're not really missing out too much. And last but not least, we have Heartthrob. Here is her sticker, and here is her comb, and then once again the comb matches the ribbon. Here is her cutie mark. Her cutie mark are little hearts with like wings. It's kind of hard to see on the camera because they are kind of light, but or they're almost the same exact color as her skin. But I really like the Pegasus ponies from G1. I don't know why. I think these are some of my favorite ponies. I love the unicorns. Don't get me wrong. I love the unicorns. And some of the Earth ponies are like my favorite ponies of all time, like TICTOC back here, for example. But I think if I had to pick, I think my favorites from G1 are the Pegasus ones. There's a few that I wish that I had from my childhood that were just like the most nostalgic to me. So along with Gusty, I do also have a Heartthrob, an original Heartthrob here. So I'm gonna compare these to you. Now, this is the Heartthrob that I got from one of my friends. Hi, Carolyn. Thank you. Anyway, so this is a Heartthrob. And she is, you know what I didn't say for Gusty? Gusty says she is from 1984, or at least it's stamped on her hoof. My camera will not focus on that. But anyway, on the bottom, oh, she's also from 1984, it looks like. So, well, actually that makes sense. I bet you this one, like the original version of Sparkler and Surprise, were probably also released in 1984, which is why they came out together. Anyway, so this is the original one. Once again, the head does not turn. I'm noticing, I don't know if this is because when her previous owner had her as like a child, I don't know if she like made her hair come down like this on this side or not. But once again, the hair is going to the opposite side from the recreation. Her cutie mark is definitely bigger on the original and smaller on the recreation. So this is the original, this one is the recreation. It's easier to see the cutie mark over here, but it's just like the symbols are so much larger than they are over here. They're so much smaller. So once again, at first glance, it kind of looked like the you gotta curve your pony for the recreations. One of the biggest differences I'm noticing is the color. You probably spotted that right away. I just didn't mention it till now, but basically if you look at the color, it's really interesting because this Heartthrob is actually kept in really, really good condition. She was not in the sun or anything because she still has her original color, but this recreation, her skin looks like a completely different color. The hair is pretty good. It's a little bit off. You can kind of see, like, this one is a little more warmer toned, and like her coloration for both her skin and her hair really are like a cooler tone. So the hair is very close, but the skin is almost two completely different skin tones. Hers is definitely like straight up pink, whereas the recreation almost looks peach. So she kind of looks like she has the same skin as Peachy, which is really interesting. So yeah, but once again, they are in the same exact pose. Are they the same height? They are the same height. And so is Gusty and her counterpart. They are the exact same height. So, and it looks like it's the same exact mold. And yeah, I think the only major difference that I'm really noticing is the paint job on these. Like, obviously, like, if you look at her eyes, for example, the recreation is so much more clear and defined, but the original Heartthrob, her eyes look a little more blurry almost. It's partially to do with like the age over time, obviously, like with a little kid playing with a My Little Pony, the paint can get rubbed off over time, stuff like that. But I think that the main thing is probably just the application. So when Hasbro made these originals, they probably used one method to apply the paint, and then Basic Fun probably just used a completely different method to apply the paint. I don't know, but anyway. All right, so that's pretty much it for these recreation Generation 1 My Little Ponies. I know there's not like a whole lot to them when you compare to like an OMG doll that has a whole bunch of like surprises to open and stuff like that, but that's also why I waited till I had multiples to open in one video. So anyway, I'm really happy with these. I think that they did, like, Basic Fun did a really good job at recreating the originals in a way that, like, especially like with Heartthrob, for example, like if I saw these sitting in the store, like a thrift store or something like that, without like actually looking at the, you know, the date on their hoof, I wouldn't necessarily know that this was a recreation. You know, they're so good that unless if I was like a really like knowledgeable collector and knew what to look for, like the side of the hair that the streak was on and the size of the cutie mark and stuff like that, I'd probably think that they were the originals. So yeah, I'm really, really happy with these, and I'm happy to add them to my collection because I love G1. I have a special place in my heart for it because, you know, like I started collecting, I didn't really start collecting technically, but, you know, like I started getting my first My Little Ponies when I was a kid, and I loved them. They were my favorite toy to play with. So I'm really happy to add them to my collection now as an adult collector. What I really need to do is I need to find a spot on one of my shelves to display them. So since I have so many G1s now. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you like this video, and I hope you're enjoying My Little Pony March Madness. It's just a fun little thing that I wanted to do for the month of March. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Hope you like it. Let me know by hitting that thumbs up, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye. If you like this video, you can let me know by hitting the thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this one, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you're notified every time I upload. I post new videos every week Wednesday, except for when I don't and I post them on Thursday. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video.